Alright, welcome back to the Ern's World Podcast. This is your host, DJ Ern1.
It's your boy Diff Hue.
And per usual, we still here in Portland. Kicking it on my couch. Downtown.
In the motherfucking cold, man. Yes.
Yeah, it's actually legit cold today.
It's really, really there. Like, it's starting to hurt my face.
Yeah, I forgot to put lotion on. I got out the shower, walked outside, and I was like, ooh, I feel this. Yeah.
Chapstick season. Hey. Real shit though, man.
Yeah, so how was your day? What you get into?
I didn't really do a whole lot. Messed around with some beats. You know, chilling, to be real with you. I got some shit that I need to be working on, but I kind of move in like a weird pace. Sometimes when I go real hard, I'll naturally kind of like cool down. This has kind of like been my cool down day. So I really just made beats mostly. And I left my charger at your crib, so I couldn't really DJ like I wanted to.
Yeah, your laptop charger?
Yeah.
You're right. I was like, you called me earlier, and I was like, kicking it with my girl, and I was like, yeah, like, what in the world? I was like, what is this man calling me? I was like, no, I just happened to look over as she was calling me, and I was like, dang. It's like, this man left his laptop charger. But yeah. My day was pretty cool, I guess. Kicked it with the girl. Then got some ice cream with the salt and straw.
In the fucking cold? Y'all got...
we don't eat ice cream in the cold.
All right, man.
Anyway, got some ice cream. They had some seasonal flavors. They were pretty dope. I can tell you which ones they were. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna send this to you actually, so you can show it on your Insta, so you can show it. The flavors were pretty good. I'm not even gonna cap. So
sometimes they be doing too much.
There are these two ice cream spots out here in Portland called Salt and Straw and 50 Licks. I say they're kind of similar, but Salt and Straw does more weird off the wall flavors. 50 Licks more so traditional flavors, but they throw some flair in there every once in a while. You got it up? Alright. So we got the flavors up. Anyway, they had this one. I got this one. This one was good.
That shit sound good.
Almond brittle with salted ganache.
What's ganache?
No idea, but it was hitting. Swipe through again. Then I didn't try this one, but
who's going to?
I don't know, somebody. Aunt.
I don't like eggnog though. I hate to be that guy. She's nasty.
I'm not really the biggest fan of eggnog unless it's like spiked. So I mean, one of the homies, actually my cousin told me to put Hennessy in eggnog one time, and I did, and it was pretty good. This one was alright, but it was kind of salty. It had a salty flavor to it, like salty aftertaste. I didn't try that one because I mean, obviously it's peppermint chocolate, like it's kind of basic.
Well, the Great Cookie Swap, what's that?
That one was cool, but it was salty as well.
Yeah,
like, why is it salty?
Sometimes they shits be a little. These salt and straw hit and miss for me.
And I had a conversation with the people that worked at the shop and my girl when I was in the shop, and I was like, yo, I don't understand why you guys don't have the standard like Oreo cookies and cream ice cream available.
They got to throw some extra shit in there
on the 24/7 evergreen tip. Like, it doesn't make sense. And every single one of them looked at me like, you know what? You're right. That's a great idea. We should have cookies and cream on here. I'm like,
they just saying that shit. They don't know no better.
I'm like, I hate y'all.
They don't know no better. Because they know damn well that's not happening.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure they've had plenty of people probably request that outside of me.
That's what I'm saying. They know damn well that's not happening though. They just going along with, oh, you right. But yeah, you know I'm right. Y'all know y'all should have been had that. The fuck you mean? But yeah,
this is the one that I had. It was good. The salted ganache. But then after that, I like I said, I joined a band low key. So I'm kind of in the band, but kind of also halfway not in the band. I'm more so like backfill for somebody if they're not available. So
more context.
The main DJ essentially will be DJing with them for them, but if he's not available, they will likely tap me. So I just got to make sure I go to the band rehearsals just to make sure I know what stuff's supposed to sound like and kind of the order of the set list, essentially. But yeah, the music was actually really, really dope. I was trying to figure out what to even describe the genre of music they were playing as. So I asked one of the band members, and they were like taking a break. There was like maybe like 6 or 7 people in the apartment. It was pretty cool though. Just watching them all kind of do their thing. I had somebody on the keys, somebody playing the conga and the, actually no, it wasn't the conga, it was a djembe. Playing the djembe. Actually no, it wasn't the djembe, it was a conga. Conga and the bongos. They had a vocalist. They had a DJ in there. They had a bass player. Then they had an electric or rhythm guitar player.
Turning up in there.
They were turned. And I feel like I said they had somebody on the keys.
Yeah, you did.
It was a whole jam sesh. I was like, yo, like this is. I was like, no wonder I'm hearing stuff coming out of this apartment when I go into the hallway to make a corner store run.
I
like
told you one time it was loud as fuck. One time.
I'm like, yo, what are they doing in here?
I was like, bro, you don't gotta worry about
noise
DJing.
complaints.
Yeah, you good. Like, you good.
Yeah, the only people I'd probably have to worry about a noise complaint coming from would be the people behind us. But if it's on this side of my building, we're all making music. The person that lives next to me also DJs. The person that lives next to the person that's in the band also makes music. I think they produce. So I'm like, we're all just over here making noise.
Bet. I didn't know that. I thought I knew about the one dude next door.
Because I realized that after talking to the guy next door, because there's another guy, a black guy on. Actually, literally this whole section of the building is black.
Just this one section?
Literally everybody lives over here. I'm black. Next door neighbor's black. Across the hall is black. And then across the hall, the other musician I'm in the band with is black.
That's dope.
I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
And y'all making music.
And we all make music. All on the same floor of the building, too.
It's weird, too, because, like, y'all been on the floor for a minute now. And, like, it will, maybe, I know that guy's kind of new, right?
I think he's the newest one.
Right. But, like, you and no girl, though, I even ran into her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but every time I ran into her, it's been a good vibe. She's always been with, like, a little posse of people. And it's like, they always got something going on. When I'm coming out the elevator, I can tell there's a jam session or a party or something. It's always something. Sounds like a vibe across the hall.
And it was funny because when I was coming back to the building from Salt and Straw, I actually brought her some ice cream from there too. I got her the almond brittle salted ganache. I was going to say ganache. The salted ganache. And yeah, I was like, because I was over there and I was like, it's kind of gonna make me be a little late to the practice. I'm like, yo, like, you want some ice cream while I'm over here? So I brought her a pint. I was like, you like almond, right? She was like, yeah, pretty much anything without raspberry.
How you gonna be late to the practice?
I didn't have anything to do. I was just sitting there, kind of just catching the vibe and watching the DJ and watching what was going on in the room. So, yeah, like I said, anyway,
practice?
Got her ice. She told me not to bring nothing. She was like, nah, for this one, just come through and just kick it, meet everybody, and just watch. I was like, all right, I can do that. So I did that. But yeah, like I said, they were playing, I guess the best way to describe it, so I was texting my girl as I was in the practice. I was like, yo, this is kind of dope. Their shit's actually fire. One of the bandmates told me, and this is actually a bandmate I bumped into outside as I was coming into the building. I just happened to see her standing at the door, and I was like, you look like you probably are waiting on somebody to come get you. You don't look like... Long story short, she ain't look homeless. So I was like, all right, like, you look like you're here for a reason. I was like, you need to get in the building? She was like, yeah. She was like, are you not here for the practice? I was like, actually, funny you say that. I am. And I live here. So we can go in together. And it's funny, as we were going up to the elevator, the rest of the bandmates kind of came down to get her. But some of them were also running to the grocery store to get snacks. That's how I knew I wasn't really all that late, because they were running to the grocery store to get snacks. So anyway, I go back in there, and they start playing this music, and I'm like, yo, this is dope as hell. They're like blending genres together, taking acapellas from certain popular songs, taking rhythms from certain popular songs, and just adding their own stuff on top of it. And I was trying to figure out what the best way to describe the genre was. It was like, I mean, it's obviously some type of like alternative, like funk that's going on. But I guess the bandmate that I bumped to outside, she was like, yeah, just call it experimental funk hip hop. I was like, all right,
It's a lot.
it is,
Experimental funk hip hop.
but it was fire. So, yeah,
Sometimes you just gotta say some shit's fire. Don't even try to put no label or name on it. It's just some shit that you ain't heard of before. Just the vibe.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it was lit. Um, yeah. So I mean, I've been trying to figure out if they have like songs on Spotify, Apple Music, and yeah, Spotify and Apple Music
Do
mainly.
they?
They have some of them on. She has some of them on there, not all of them. So I'll share. Not this episode because we already made the track
I
list
feel
for
like
it.
their main focus is live performances.
Basically,
Yeah.
I kind of got that vibe when I was in there.
Yeah, cause like she's definitely really active, but she's doing a lot of live stuff.
Yeah, the name of the artist, by the way, is Madam Go Long. For anybody out there curious, she spells her name Madame or Madam. One of the two kind of alternates between the two, and then obviously Go Long, but Go Long is one word. So like GOLONG. Yeah,
That madam almost had you stumped.
I was like, why am I struggling to spell this?
Did you ever fuck with the spelling bee growing up as a kid?
I never made it out of the school, but I make it pretty far into the school.
I always felt so confident and never made it out. Like I never did. But like I can actually spell, but for some reason now that I'm older, I don't know if it's just the weed, but like my brain just don't be wanting to compute that shit. I be like, yo, I be good. Maybe I think what it is like computers and shit is kind of handicapped us. Cause like over time, cause like now, I really do just be looking shit up. I should know how to spell. I was like, I do know how to spell this. I just kind of like more of a confirmation. But it's like you should already know this is how this is spelled.
I mean, because I can still do like longhand division and multiplication, but like nobody's trying to like write down stuff on a piece of paper at this point. Like
Math is spelling's two different fucking things.
it is, but I mean,
Nah, bro, two different fucking things.
Nah, but you talking about stuff handicapping us. I'm like,
I mean, yeah, you know, I'm cool. I'm cool with the calculator.
What I'm saying though, we have had these like advanced calculators since like middle school.
Hell yeah.
Then we've had our smartphones that are essentially computers in our hands at all times. Like you don't even need to really think too hard to get an answer about something. All you do is ask Google or ask your phone. Hey Siri.
You remember in high school?
Hey Alexa.
It was like I'm pretty sure it was like mandatory in high school. We had to have a specific calculator, right?
Yeah, it was the TI-83,
right?
84.
Whenever one of them motherfuckers was. I remember I still got this calculator to this day.
I lost mine in college. I left it in the library on accident.
I don't have the standard one that motherfuckers got. I got some other one. But the point is, this calculator was dope as fuck because, like, it was doing shit that the teacher
didn't know what was doing.
Didn't know, and she didn't believe me because, like, you could put in shit that, like, the regular. What was the calculator called? The standard one?
The regular ones were the TI-84 and 83.
Yeah, so the ones that y'all had, that everybody else had.
Oh, you must have had. Did you have the TI-89?
It wasn't the thick one. It was pretty much.
It wasn't like super thick.
It was
but
thin.
It was like
but it was like it did everything that y'all shit did, but it was like newer because everybody's was thick.
I feel like you had probably had the TI-89 then.
It was white and fucking turquoise. It was it was a Texas Instrument.
Yeah, it was probably the TI-89 or like one past that, but like one of my homies had the TI-89 and that joint was like doing extra stuff. I was like, yo.
Nah, yeah, it was crazy because like basically we was in class one time and I figured out, I basically put in the equation of what she wanted us to do, and she was like, "There's no way that you got that," and I was like, "I did. I got it with the calculator." She was like, "None of the calculators do that." And I was like, my calculator do it. And I had the guy, and it means like she couldn't really say nothing, but she still wanted me to like learn it. But it's like, yo, look, this guy, look, this right
got
here.
Me.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Answer.
Shit.
That's all right.
And I've never been good with math, so it's like.
But nah, it's funny because like I don't know. I remember like I said, I lost my calculator, that graphing calculator, the TI-84, and I was in college, like my junior year. Then, I don't know, when I was in high school, I used to have all the games installed on that thing. So, like, I had Mario.
When you trying to learn shit.
I had Mario, I had Snake. I'm trying to think of what else I had on there. Oh, Galaga, Tetris, all that.
You could do cool shit like that.
And they were like, yo, like, oh, Donkey Kong, like the original Donkey Kong, where he like throws down the barrels at Mario. I had that. I had all the games on there.
Nah, you remember when people used to like spell messages on there and like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yo, like,
I remember we had this one. I had this one homie, and not pre-calculus, algebra 2, my sophomore year. So essentially the way it worked was you were either in like, I don't know why they had it set up this way. It was like you were either in pre-algebra or geometry your freshman year, geometry or algebra 2 your sophomore year / junior year. So I doubled up on math, so I could probably pretty much be done with my math credits. By the time I got to my senior years, all I had to do was worry about English. I had this homie in algebra 2 my sophomore year.
I was about to say, get to the point.
That I was just not trying to do any of the classwork in that class. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way high. I was not trying to do algebra 2. So I was like, on test day, I would have the homie essentially take the test for me, and I would just tell him to
Cheating ass.
I would just tell him to tell me what test form he had, and I would just literally.
Yo, it got savage in class though. I can't cap. We used to get real savage.
So check this out. I would tell him to tell me which test form he had. Either 1, obviously 1 is A, and 2 is B.
I got a story.
And then 3 would be test form C. So he sits like diagonally in front of me, so to the point where I can like either see his bubble sheet or he could just follow the system we had in place, which was him on a scrap sheet of paper, literally just put down the answers to his bubble sheet on there. And I agreed to like miss like 2 or 3. You know, it's whatever. I'm not trying to get a 100. I'm just trying to get a good grade. So basically, he would go to the bathroom, leave the answer sheet for me in the stall, like in the little toilet paper dispenser, and then I would go in there and get that.
And it was worth it too.
It was it.
It made so much sense to do all of that just to get the motherfucking passing grade.
Right.
It's funny.
I would go in there and get the answer sheet from him after the fact, and then I would just like literally just sit there in the back of the classroom and just bubble it in.
I can't believe you had to do all that though. Have you ever been in a
difficult? I mean, I just wait like 10, 15 minutes after he went to the bathroom.
You ever been in a situation where like everybody? I've been in multiple situations where it's like somebody steals the answer sheet or finds the answer sheet, and then somehow the teacher is not like. I've had times where we had to take a test that like basically we'll prep the day before, and then the morning we'll come in and the teacher ain't came in yet. So like somebody will go on the desk and start finding like to see if there's an answer sheet somewhere, and motherfuckers will be like,
"See, we didn't do all that."
No, motherfuckers will be no. But so basically, there's been times where like somebody had to get the answer sheet, and everybody basically about to take the test, you know, minding their own business, because there was times where we didn't get the answer sheet, and then the teacher's like, "Who got the answer sheet?" And it's like, yo, for real, y'all better give up this answer sheet, because we is not about to fucking go through none of this shit. We are. And then it's like a lot of people may have already gotten the answers off the answer sheet, so it's like, yo, why'd you not put the answer sheet back? You about to ruin it for everybody. So it's like, yeah, man.
At that point, like we had camera phones at that point. Why didn't they just take a picture of the answer sheet?
Yo, there's reasons why. Sometimes it wasn't always that easy. Sometimes pulling out the phone was a little risky. For real.
It was, but I mean, like if the teacher left the classroom to the point where you could get the answer sheet, at that point, just take a picture of the answer sheet.
I feel you, but hey, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. But I don't know why the teachers always, me being the type of, if I was a teacher, I would always assume that somebody gonna do some shit like that. So I'm gonna have the answer sheet in my hand. You know, I'm not gonna leave it in the class on the desk. Motherfuckers are savages, bro. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wasn't that kid that grabbed the sheet. But you best believe I got them answers.
You benefited from it though.
Oh, of course. Come on, man. Shit, I'm not saying shit.
I'm trying to think of some other classes in high school. We used to just kind of like straight up. Pre-calculus my junior year. We had these online tests, right? I don't know why Mr. Shhnow decided to put these tests for pre-cal on like a little online like system we had to log into.
All right, so slide into Google.
Bro, what? Google, Mathway, all of that. Like, yo, like, what's the answer? Literally just plug in the answer. And there was no way for us. We didn't have to show our work for real.
Was everybody doing that, or was some dumbasses actually doing the work?
Some people were actually doing the work.
Oh my God. Yo, you know you can like just go to Google, right, and like.
And pre-cal was actually pretty easy. I was actually pretty good at pre-cal. I just don't like taking tests for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not a good test taker either, and yeah.
So I don't know. I got to calculus, and I just had a bad AP calculus teacher my freshman year because I took it again in college and did pretty well in it. I was like, y'all understand? Like, I was like, yeah, it was definitely the teacher. So I ended up, I got tight at my AP calculus teacher. I was about to say professor in high school, because bro made me. I literally have passed pre-cal with essentially. I think I got a B plus or A minus in pre-cal, and he tried to make me take the prerequisite for pre-cal because I
I'm gonna be
essentially
real
didn't
with
do
you.
because I didn't do hot in AP calculus. I was like, bro, there's no need for me to make me. There's no need to make me go back and take essentially the prerequisite for a course that I've already taken.
I'm gonna be real with you,
That
man.
makes no sense.
I was never a school kid, and yeah, I don't even know how we got on this subject, but
And when I think about it, I was straight up violating in that class. It was Mr. Chris. You remember Mr. Chris?
Mr. Christ.
It was Mr. Christ, but everybody called him Mr. Christ. It was spelled like Christ. But anyway, so we had this situation where, like, I don't know why he would do this, but like, if you get kicked out of his classroom, normally there's like a three piece of paper, three sheet transfer piece of paper that you would get. So there's a student form, the teacher form, and then the office form, right? So everybody essentially has proof that they have documentation that you were sent out of the classroom for whatever you were sent out of the classroom for. Well, for some odd reason, this dude would give you literally every single sheet in the transparency. So he would give you the student form, the teacher form, and the office form.
Dumbass.
And he wouldn't call the office to tell them that he had a student on the way. So once we figured this out, he'd be like, oh, bet.
Motherfuckers was trying to get kicked out.
Essentially, I would wait for him to take attendance. So I'm already there. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me start talking.
Let me start talking. Yo, you gonna write me up?
Who do I need to start talking to?
I know you gonna write me up.
And then as soon as I started talking, Aaron, get out. He would just hand me the form. And then after we realized he wasn't calling the office, we would just literally send each other a text message like, yo, let me know if he calls the office. So I can essentially just go to the office and get this over with. Or go home early. Or go to the gym.
Was that your last class?
Mm-hmm. Fourth period.
Oh.
So I remember this one time I got sent out of class and I didn't go to advanced PE before track practice. I just kind of went home. So I went home when I was up there in the bonus room playing 2K. And all of a sudden I just hear the garage door open. And my dad at the time was like doing pharmaceutical sales. So he comes home from his like sales territory kind of early. I'm like, what? I feel like I just heard the garage door open. I look out the window and I see my dad's car just pulling into the driveway. And I'm like, how am I going to explain this? So I'm like, all right. It was hot as hell that day. So luckily I was like, yeah, like we had a bomb thread drill. Like that was towards the end of the day. Our teacher was like, if you don't want to sit out here in the heat and you have a car, you can dip. If you don't have a car, essentially you got to stay. And he was like, all right, whatever. I was like, yeah. Plus I got track practice, so I got to go back to school anyway. And it kind of worked. He didn't really question it. I mean, he probably thought something was up, but it was just kind of like, whatever. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know
I was pulling stuff like that.
I don't know how we got on this school subject, bro. I can go down the rabbit hole when it comes to school. For me, it's really fuck school, so I don't really have a whole lot to say about that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I guess the next topic on the list would be we kind of low-key also got an embroidery plug. I forgot to mention this earlier, but the homie Justin Jr., one of the homies from Charlotte that works for the brand out here, but actually met him initially through a focus group. And I was working like agency side of the fence. He and his girlfriend got a commercial embroidery machine. So they were like, yeah, bro, just essentially let us know what you need. And we're down to help you get some samples made. So got that plug. But moving along to kind of what we're talking about anyway, because we were talking about music and stuff like that initially. I don't know how we got on the tangent going to school. I think it was because The calculator shit. Oh,
You
the
brought
calculator.
up math.
Nah, you brought up the whole stuff getting easy for people.
I
And
brought
that's
up
how we got
spelling
on.
bee shit, and then
That's
you
how we
brought
got
up
on.
math.
But that's
I
how
was
we
just
got.
trying to talk about spelling bee
But
shit.
that's how we got on the tangent. Anyway.
Talking about calculus and shit. Nobody want to hear about that damn shit.
Anyway. Yeah. So you also just recently got a DJ controller.
True.
Have you really been able to spend some time and play around with it? And if so, how does it feel?
I've been messing around with it almost by habit, even when I kind of like. I realize I do it now because it's like it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, yes, I have been, but I ain't really been vibing with it. To be real with you, it's not anything like what's on. I'm getting used to the vinyl. You know what I'm saying? On your system and shit. So I don't know. It's a learning curve. It's weird because I know what I'm doing in a sense, but shit ain't coming out how I want it, and I'm just kind of like, ah. But it's all right. You know what I mean? I am on that shit though, and I really just be like messing around. And then as far as some of the stuff that you showed me, I don't know what to call it, but just like
beat juggling.
You know what I mean? I guess I'm doing that shit. I'm doing that shit, and I've been practicing that shit just like habitually, you know. And the thing is though, I can't really close my eyes and like memorize it like that. It's a little harder.
I mean,
because
I
like
wouldn't expect you to close your eyes.
Well, I don't mean like literally. I get it, but I mean just like in the sense of like memorizing it without looking at the screen.
Yeah,
it's a lot harder because on yours you actually have a marker on the
Oh wait, your controller doesn't have like a visual cue point in like the middle of the.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I have to look at the screen. Yeah. Got it. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool, but I was already getting used to not having to do that. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to learn it that way because I feel like that's what I need to do. You know, it'd be good for me. But yeah, you know, it's a learning curve, man. And now it's also like a new job for me now too, because it's like I am trying to get into this for not just to, you know, have fun, but also to open new doors and gain more opportunity as well. So I am taking it a little more serious and want to actually like hound in on this shit. So I'm making it a priority.
I feel it. Mm-hmm. I guess my next question for you around that would be, since we're always, you know, trying to look for new blends and stuff like that, have you personally found any blends yet from your, like, I guess, catalog of current music? And then also, I guess, to piggyback off of that question, do you feel like any of the stuff that I've been trying to show you on this system over here is translating to what you've been doing on your system?
Well, I guess you saying with that beat juggling shit or whatever, that'd be the closest thing. But as far as mixes, man, it's so weird because
oh yeah, have you made a mix yet?
Not really.
No.
I've been over here so much, and we share so much of the same music that our thought process is very similar. So it's a little weird for me because I'm like, what's that saying? Rock in a hard place. Ain't that the saying?
Yeah.
Because
caught between a rock and a hard place.
I be wanting to fucking hold on to some shit and slide it because I'm used to just going over your house and be like, yo, you gotta mix this shit. And now I'm like, nah, you gotta mix this shit. So I'm like, damn, should I tell Ern or should I go ahead and try to mix this shit myself? Because it's like,
I mean, you can do the same thing I do to you. I record something real quick and then send it to you. Like, yo, what you think?
No, I know, but it's like now I'm actually gonna be DJing. So I'm like, shit, I might as well try to mix this shit myself instead of being like, yo, why don't you go mix this shit? So it's like the thought process is different now. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, to answer your question, yeah, I still personally, honestly, got some shit I wanted to share with you. I don't even want to fucking. So basically, I got a mix or some artists that I know for a fact that you forgot about that's in my catalog, and I'm like, damn, why is Ern ain't mixed this shit yet? So
what's the artist?
A$AP Ferg.
I ain't forget about him.
Huh?
I ain't forget about him.
No. You ain't been playing, bro. That motherfucking, what's the first album? That shit got some joints on there.
With
that shit got some joints. A lot of them shits ride out.
Yeah, I ain't talking about the Make a Scene.
You ain't really fucking mix nothing with that, bro.
That Make a Scene is
That's the one we got Fergustein.
Right.
What?
Streets on me. I'm about to make a scene. You remember that?
That's not from that album.
It is off the first album that he had. Or is that off of a mixtape?
That's not off that album, bro.
Was that off of a mixtape? You know what I'm talking about.
Because that energy of that whole album was on some like heavy. It wasn't like not heavy, but like it wasn't. There was no singing really on that album.
Yeah, it's off the Trap Lord album.
What? What song?
Make a scene.
Play that shit, bruh.
All right.
We don't gotta play that loud. We just play the shit for us, cause you can't play it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just want to hear it real quick so I know.
And then he has the part 2 of it. The second part of it. What's that?
But you really haven't went hard with this album, and I was like, bro, there's so many joints off this shit that went.
I think it's called Fuck Out My Face. That's the part. That's part 2. Yeah. You remember that?
No, I do, but I'm confused on albums. Yeah, it was the Trap Lord. Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, the point is, this shit on there that you really ain't been fucking with, and I know you forgot. And it's like, damn, bro. So that's why I was like, fuck, man. I kind of want to like do this myself, but at the same time, I want to slide to Ern so he can mix his shit.
You know what? Just because we mentioned that song, Make a Scene, and Fuck Out My Face, this shit's going in the playlist.
Bet.
I'm sorry. Those joints are some heat. I'm gonna put them in there right one after this, so you can get the full effect of the song.
Yeah, nah, this shit went.
Yeah. This song was a vibe, super vibe. Let It Go. What was that song again?
I have tried to mix some shit, bro. This that Ferguson and I'll be down to let it go. Yeah. Nigga, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, my joint.
You gotta.
That's funny.
But yeah, damn, his ad-libs be going.
Yeah.
He's probably my favorite one out of the group, for real. I've always liked A$AP Ferg. His energy always is on point.
I'm trying to think of who my favorite one out of the group is. Probably Rocky, to be honest with you. I just feel like I identify with him.
Nah,
more so than
Ferg
everybody
is
else.
dope. But yeah, I have attempted to mix shit, man. It's just I'm not liking any of it. I don't. It's weird. When I'm at your crib, I had that confidence. I'm feeling good. I'm like, yo, like I be feeling good. But when I'm at my crib, it's like I just don't be liking none of this shit. I'm like, this shit is not hitting. Like, so I don't know. It is what it is, though. I'm gonna get there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dope that you rocking with it, though. Like, I'm trying to hear some of your blends, though.
My equipment game is getting up there.
I need some stuff to kind of. I like to dance and stuff, so.
Dance to your own shit. You got all that shit you be mixing and don't record. That's why we're gonna get. It's okay, world. We're gonna get mixtape right.
I dance to my own stuff.
But the world want to dance to your shit. Like I said, it's okay, world. We're gonna get some mixes out. I'm gonna make sure that we got you. I got a lot of fire under his ass. We need that Mo Memphis mix. That's what we should work on next.
Speaking of Memphis, I'm trying to learn this fucking dance. I suck at it though. It's called Memphis Jookin.
Let's go ahead and show that shit.
I guess we'll show y'all what it is real quick. All right, so which one you want to go to? This one or the?
Yeah, you already know which one I said what I wanted to go to. I don't know why you asked me. Which one you want to go to?
Actually, Dre we gonna watch Dre because Dre is very nice with the Jookin. We gonna watch my guy Dre My guy Dre is very nice. This is Dre. Look at Dre. Watch Dre. Look at the footwork. Ooh, look at the little twinkle toes. Ooh.
Ooh. That shit go.
Yo, it's one of the flyest hip hop dances of all time. I ain't gonna hold you. They low-key been doing this since like the 90s, 80s, late 80s probably down in Memphis. It's like a combination of pop locking,
footwork,
Chicago pop locking and Chicago footwork, but at the same time it's not like.
Yo, that shit go. You can feel the energy.
You can.
Ooh.
his legs.
Right.
Look at his legs.
Hey.
Push the whip, Dre.
Ooh.
I'm riding in the back seat.
Bro, it's like some hip hop ballerina shit.
Yeah, I went from Memphis. I would definitely be doing this.
And I mean that in the most respectful way.
All right, now we got our guy MP3.
MP3.
He not Dre. I just want to let you know that. He is not Dre. I'm not impressed.
You know what's funny? Because I deadass was about to ask, do they only play Memphis shit?
Nah. They dance to other stuff sometimes, but they primarily they dance to Memphis.
I feel like you can really get in your pocket to the Memphis shit.
Oh, you definitely.
It's like
there's certain, because it's like after watching this style of dance and getting hip to it. Actually, one of my young homies in college actually put me on to this style of dance officially. Like I was always hip to seeing it through like Country Black and people in like the 3-6 Mafia videos and stuff, but I didn't know it was like a dance. I was like just some shit they do in Memphis, I guess. But yeah, like anyway, he put me on this joint, and I've been kind of diving a little deeper into it as of lately. But it's really cool. Very cool. I need to find the vintage. All right, he snapped at that. Oh, the Project Pat. Look at this. Chill, I get the 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 goddamn day. I get the chill from every goddamn day. Shout out to Project Pat. I was raised in the projects.
Now that's what we should be talking about. Who's our favorite Memphis artist?
Oh, he hitting that.
I already kind of know my favorite Memphis artist. That's why it's kind of easy to.
Yeah, after watching him kill it in these little like Memphis Jookin and ciphering battles, I was like, I gotta follow this dude on social.
Who's your favorite Memphis artist?
That's tough. It's somebody in 3-6, like off top, like.
Yeah, I was gonna say Project Pat is my favorite.
It's probably
Memphis
Project
rapper.
Pat.
It is. It really is. Like I've been said that. Like
Project Pat is probably my guy out of Memphis. If I had to pick one.
Yeah, I love Project Pat, man. I like Tommy Wright too, though.
Yeah, his stuff's hard, but he's more of like, you right. Dang, his stuff's like super underground Memphis though.
Facts, but
it sounds like really, really gritty, like underground. Like you can hear like the static and stuff and the tape popping and stuff. I mean,
shit go.
Every goddamn day. Goddamn day. Goddamn day. Yeah, like his body control is crazy.
I know it's so weird the way he be just doing all this shit. And it's
like he's been doing this since he was a child. Like there's footage of him like battling people as a young kid. It's wild. I'm like, dang, like he's like 9. And he's hitting every single one of these dance moves. He's in every single pocket of this beat. Oh, my controller batteries are low. I did that. You saw that? Yeah. 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 You just got served. What is this?
Yeah, we can change it now. So that's like,
You want to watch this real quick?
nah, man. Let's see what's up with Tyshawn, bro.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta show love to our black skaters, man. Hold on, pause this. Before we get started, context, because people don't know who the fuck this is. Tyshawn, okay? So, he's a black skater, Tyshawn Jones, and he rides for Adidas.
I got his shoes too.
Oh, yeah. He rides for Adidas. He did ride for fucking Awesome, but I don't
say Tyshawn on the shoe.
I don't think he rides for fucking Awesome anymore. But the point is, he just won Skater of the Year 2022 Thrasher Magazine, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's a big deal because I mean it's the second one, and me being a black skater and coming from where I come from, like, now it's more common. But for real, when I was coming up, I was still being called a white boy when I was skateboarding. Now you don't get that anymore. You can skate as a black kid and really just be you without being judged. And so to see people coming up, not just black, but you know, a bunch of different nationalities other than white, kill it in the skate game is fire. And Tyshawn is one of those that's been really killing it lately and across the board, whether that's skateboarding, fashion, film, he's getting it. So shouts out to Tyshawn, man.
Facts.
And let them know a little bit about the subway, because there's a slight connection.
Yeah, so
with you and
also,
the subway.
I used to see this dude Tyshawn, not all the time, but frequently in New York, just either riding around in Soho, that little area of the city, or going down like Houston on the way to like the LES. So like what is it, Washington Square Park? Or no, not Washington Square Park, Tompkins Square Park. I'm sorry. I'm going to Tompkins Square Park, this little flat ground park that they had down in the LES. But anyway, yeah, you pretty cool dude. He always say what's up every time I saw him. But anyway, let's get into this video footage. Might be. I'm supposed to tell him about the subway stop, right? Might be. I'm sorry, y'all. The subway stop is at 145th in Harlem. So if you know, it's like 145th, and I want to say St. Nick. So if you know the 145th ABCD stop, that's where this is. I think they're at the bottom level, so on the express line. But anyway, this is the footage of him jumping the gap.
As long as it stays there.
I think Nigel Sylvester also did it on his the ABCD, see? Yep, they're going down to the lower level. Look at that. I wonder if that train is going uptown or downtown. On a city bike.
Wait.
On a city bike. Shout out to the Citi Bike Boys. Shout out to Tony for telling me about the Citi Bike Boys. It's super lit, actually. They're out here doing BMX stuff on city bikes.
I'm confused. I was always watching Tyshawn.
We are.
This the same video?
Like, once I made the turn,
This is not the video, bro.
I think it is.
No, it's not, dog.
But like,
What are you?
Well, it's the Citi Bike Boys. Shout out to the Citi Bike Boys. We're going to watch the Tyshawn one after this.
Slowed me down to make the turn, but once I clipped and I took it,
What?
I was just like,
Wait, what? I'm confused.
So sick.
On a city bike, boy.
What did you type in?
What I type in?
Yeah.
I typed in Tyshawn Jones subway gap.
That was so random. Cause like I was like, yo, I saw the dude pop up. I'm like, maybe that's with the team or somebody. I don't know.
I'm trying to find the full length one, but
Bro, I'm trying to figure out who he was with when he did that. That's it right there.
yeah.
That's it right there.
We'll just show that one.
That was it, yeah.
So this is the one. Him actually jumping the gap.
Bro, that shit crazy though.
Cause y'all just saw how big that gap was when my guy jumped it on the city bike.
Bro, that shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. Cause if you look at the photo of it and you see that big ass space, bro, that's a. Do you see how far apart that is?
Hold up. Is this? Yeah, that's 13 days ago. Then there's another one. What is this?
So SOTY 20.
Get off the screen. Yeah. So Tyshawn won Skater of the Year. He out here doing stuff like that,
Making it impossible for kids to believe that it's possible to become a pro skater, even though it's still possible to become a pro skater, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, like it's like nowadays, if you ain't doing no crazy shit, hang it up. Because for real, and to make it as a pro skater these days, you literally have to be doing some stupid shit. These motherfuckers is on another level of insane. So, yeah.
All right, so yeah, here we go. We got the Jam Sesh for y'all. First track is called Pudge Rodriguez, and it's by A$AP Ant.
Sounds spiritual.
It's off of his newest project, Little Black Jean Jacket 3.
Smoke feed cost me 500. I'm still gonna let that big chop in the coop. Cushy girl on Melrose. I run on the window. I holler like your boo. No instrument in my crib, but I know she gon' blow me like a flute. He made the music, I shut out his shoes. Look at my outfit, this shit is expensive. Like Jordans from back in the day, they vintage. I got the trust and I'm still gonna tax you. Feeling like Danny, I pull up in Phantom. Put dripper in her body, Dior her sandals. Might get some earrings, I need some more diamonds. Rolls Royce truck big, I gotta climb in. Didn't expect me the way that I'm styling. We gonna hunt and then we gon' find him. My diamonds so scary, got color to shine in. Money like spray, piling. Exclusive, you can't even find him. Tropical, pour up and Fanta. I give a freak banana. I tell her don't pull up on camera. Like Kool-Aid, bitch, I'm a jammer. I treat her like mail, stamper. Smoke feed cost me 500. I'm still gonna let that big chop in the coop. Cushy girl on Melrose. I run on the window. I holler like your boo. No instrument in my crib, but I know she gon' blow me like a flute. He made the music, I shut out his shoes. Look at my outfit, this shit is expensive. Like Jordans from back in the day, they vintage. I got the trust and I'm still gonna tax you. Feeling like Danny, I pull up in Phantom. Put dripper in her body, Dior her sandals.
Alright, this next track is called Lucy's, and it's by an artist named Roy.
It's just a West my nigga story. If you from around here, then you know what I'm talking about. Don't let these niggas tell you something that they not, cause they ain't never stumped around here. Got a crown from around here, been a nigga around here. Early and before Clay, walking up Imperial. Bacon as at Lucy's, West my bitches wanna choose me. More than likely they gon' lose me, cause I've been a young player that ain't never loved a bitch. Too busy focused on my grip, too busy trying to not get chipped. On them days I reminisce, everybody losing houses, know this shit ain't the same. I'm trying to pave the way, and I'm trying to change the game. You know why they speaking on my name? Cause they ain't built the same. I'm trying to buy back the block before this shit really be gone. Reminiscing on my younger days. These niggas say they been around, but don't even know their history. Or where
sounds like up the stairs a little bit.
Used to be. Me and my partners up at Lucy's,
where's this from?
Boston. Where's he from?
The West. Bay Area or something like that.
You don't hear it in his voice?
Well, I don't want to get his information wrong, because I was talking to him, but he's from the West.
Wait, you met him before?
No, I found him.
Ah, I thought you said you was talking to him.
Well, I talked to him on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah. But like I found him on YouTube, and then just reached out to him like, yeah, I fuck with your video, bro. It's just dope. And then I was just show love.
Without a care up in the world, I wish you could've stayed the same, but now I'm trying to make all my niggas.
Yeah, the way his voice sounds on the track sounds like Cousin Stiz.
I feel like I kind of feel it. I don't listen to Stiz enough to like.
Early am I loose. Where's my bitches wanna choose me? They gon' fuck around and lose me.
Shouts out to Roy, man. I fuck with this track, and normally when it comes to new artists, like, it takes a lot to catch me.
Alright, so the next track is called In the Trunk, and it's by Tony Shhnow.
Produced by Sensei TL. Don't play with him.
Don't play with him.
A couple fellas in the trunk. I got power in the fork. I'm official with the clutch.
I make business moves.
I don't hang with workers, I'm a boss. Money talk, nigga, every time I speak up, know it costs. If you a trade nigga, and you been jigging all day, put your wrists in the air, you deserve to get the K. If you a bad bitch, then we can lean behind stage. Grab your friend, hit the tail, tell her let's run a train. She say, do you love me? I say, no girl, I'm a hustler. I only love the game, cash money, and my customers. You don't know how to get that money, I won't fuck with you. I don't care if I just met you or grew up with you. I can't even help it, I'm so arrogant. They flexing like they rich, but really broke, that shit embarrassing. I been straight up with a star, my hoe is not American. I'm running around the lobby, treated try out like this Sheraton. If you ain't Brandon Franks with you, then we ain't linking up. Honestly, my shooter nice, I would lose that mean mug. Honestly, that ticket right, crack it, get your team drug. Cover, get your seat snub. Couple fellas in the trunk. I got power in the fork. I'm official with the clutch. I make business moves. I don't hang with workers. I'm a boss. Money talk, nigga. Every time I speak up, know it costs. If you a trade nigga and you been jigging all day, put your wrists in the air. You deserve to get the K. If you a bad bitch, then we can lean behind stage. Grab your friend, hit the tail, tell her let's run a train.
Don't sleep on Sensei TL, man. Don't sleep on Tony Shhnow either.
Alright, this next track is called Dummy Man. And it's called Dummy Man. And it's by Casketism. But really, it's Lil Uzi Vert.
I don't got a cape. I get more humpier, I'm than a humpy man. She get real humpy, I make her do humpy then. Give her a text and it made her feel ugly, man. Aha, dickhead.
Dummy Man.
I just be shooting the strap with one hand. I just be holding the bench with my other hand. I brought my main bitch a color man. I brought my other little bitch a little another bench. Running these tracks like I'm the running man. Throwing my hands, he turned to the stutter man. 1600, these niggas from anywhere. I done with Christian Dior on my underwear. Prada on me and it cost me 100 pair. Don't wear no Under Armour, that's some city gear. Niggas be looking at me like I'm kinda weird. Niggas be thinking they running my city wear.
This shit go.
What's that dance they doing like Jersey and Philly?
You know me. You know me. I don't be doing all that extra shit. I just bop and sway.
The Jersey club dance. They going crazy on socialism late.
This shit got energy though.
One hand, I just be holding the bench with my other hand. I brought my main bitch a color man. I brought my other little bitch a little another bench. Running these tracks like I'm the running man. Throwing my hands, he turned to the stutter man. 1600, these niggas from anywhere. I done with Christian Dior on my underwear. Prada on me and it cost me 100 pair. Don't wear no Under Armour, that's some city gear. Niggas be looking at me like
I don't know why this song goes so hard, but it does.
This shit long too.
It just make you want to do the.
How long is this shit?
like 3 minutes and some change. It makes you want to do that like Night at the Roxbury, like headbang.
Right.
Dickhead. Dummy man. I just be shooting the strap with one hand. I just be holding the bench with my other hand. I brought my main bitch a color man. I brought my other little bitch a little another bench. Running these tracks like I'm the running man. Throwing my hands, he turned to the stutter man. 1600, these niggas from anywhere. I done with Christian Dior on my underwear. Prada on me and it cost me 100 pair. Don't wear no at me like I'm kinda weird. Niggas be thinking they running my city weird.
Yeah, this beat goes. And anybody says it doesn't is lying to you.
I just be shooting the strap with one hand. I just be holding the bench with my other hand. I brought my main bitch a color man. I brought my other little bitch a little another bin. Running these tracks like I'm the running man. Throw in my hands, he turn to the stutter man. 1600 these niggas from anywhere. I done with Christian Dior on my underwear. Prada on me and it cost me 100 pair. Don't wear no Under Armour, that's some city gear. Niggas be looking at me like I'm kinda weird. Niggas be thinking they running my city weird. Strap with one hand, I just be holding the bench with my other hand. I brought my main bitch a color man. I brought my other little bitch a little another bin. Running these tracks like I'm the running man. Throw in my hands, he turn to the stutter man. 1600 these niggas from anywhere. I done with Christian Dior on my underwear. Prada on me and it cost me 100 pair. Don't wear no Under Armour, that's some city gear. Niggas be looking at me like I'm kinda weird. Niggas be thinking they running my city weird.
Yeah, man. Hit that subscribe, y'all. We love y'all.
Yeah. And I gotta get this fan off.